morning. The most news in the morning, period. Weekdays 6 Eastern.
The economy is a big issue. Immigration also hits home for me. Coming from immigrant parents from Mexico really is important to just to really get to know each candidate and see what their solutions are for this big problem we have in America.
Were you supporting the bill that really was almost the undoing of John McCain in the primary season, the big immigration bill that ended up dying in the House? Well,
listen, I mean, I'm a supporter of obviously securing our borders. We have to find the solution to secure our borders. There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, we have to make sure that we give immigrants the opportunities that my parents had when they came over to the United States and lived the American dream. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword for me. But I'm just hoping that each candidate, whoever becomes president, whether it's Barack Obama or McCain, just does the right thing.
You know, it's very, very critical this year, the Latino vote in a lot of these battleground states, Colorado, Nevada, New Mexico. It really could turn on how the Latinos come out and who they decide to vote for. What do you think some of the big issues besides immigration are facing Latino voters in those states?
Well, I mean, Latinos have always been always been supportive of the Democratic vote. Over the years, you know, they've been following the Democrats, whoever is running for the presidency in that particular time. And I believe at this day and age, the Latino is paying close attention to Barack Obama. And I think it's going to depend on whether the support is there for the Latino in this country. Whether it's immigration or other issues that we're facing today.
Yeah, it's very interesting. A lot of people say it doesn't matter what your background is. The economy is going to be one of the huge issues. Let's talk a little bit about boxing. You guys are announcing this big fight. This is a big welterweight championship, the World Championship. What do you guys do to get ready for these big fights?
Well, myself, I trained for 3 months prior to the event. So we start on this rigorous diet training regimen that it's kind of like waking up at 5 in the morning and finishing your day at 8 o'clock at night. From eating the right foods, from even thinking about the strategy. It's kind of like a politician, you know. I mean, you have to when you're on debate with the other candidate.
It's a debate with your fists almost, right?
Right, exactly.
You guys are beating the issues into each other.
For them, you know. So.
I think it's funny though, because you told me you've never broken your nose, you've never had any teeth knocked out, and you six-time world champion. How did you do that?
I'm still in awe of how I've been able to accomplish it. I have no idea. I started boxing at the age of 4, so coming from a family of fighters. My father used to fight, my grandfather used to box. I guess there's somewhat a little bit of talent in there in me. So.
You know, yes, I think you're being very humble by saying that. It's interesting, this other thing that's been catching on is the mixed martial arts. A lot of young kids are very into that as well.
Right.
And your Golden Boy promotions company is also bringing this into the fray. Are we going to sometimes see a boxing match on the same card as a mixed martial arts?
I believe so. I think the opportunity is there to capture a whole different audience. Mixed martial arts really has been been very instrumental in bringing in a younger demographic, and I feel that if we mix Golden Boy Promotions, which is the premier promoter today in the world, and mix it with mixed martial arts.
Take that, Don King.
Which is which is Affliction clothing line. We can really change the sport and bring it to a whole new level, bring a whole new audience. Really, we want to try new things.